Morning number 1838, Morsels of a Thought number 1838. We have been here consecutive days because we want to learn morsels of a thought of what is hopefully wisdom. And when it's hopefully wisdom, it means that it's the right thing to do, that we know is the right thing to do. Doing it is called virtue, as the fortune cookie said. So I'm learning wisdom from other people. We are reading from The Rules, All the Rules by Fein and Sherrie Schneider. Today I'm reading from the second half of it, which is originally called The Rules, more Rules to Live and Love By. Chapter 24 is Rules for Personal Ads and Dating Services. Now, the reason these rules work so well is that the philosophy by Fein and Sherrie Schneider is that you want people to want you more, not less. So you never hang out there too long. You always end interactions first. So even though we have the desire to stay and talk for hours with a man, we've got to end it in 10 minutes so that if he wants to see us so that he can talk to us, he can call again and ask us out. That's what it is. Morsels of a thought of wisdom for the rules for unmarried women who want to get married. And I mean, these women know all these rules because they have lived them. It is amazing how I have heard them on the phone. They really live the rules. They really think this way. They really have an automatic reaction to doing everything that is in these books. It's really hard to learn. Trust me, I've tried and I'm doing it now. Okay, rules for personal ads and dating services. If you're planning to use personal pardon me. Pardon me. Pardon me. This was happened yesterday towards the end of my uh oh my gosh. Ay, ay, ay. Mm, mm, mm. Okay. This has my real cat's names on it. I do have this many. Okay. I'm sorry. My throat is not acting up. Ay, ay, ay. If you're planning to use personal ads, voicemail ads, video dating, or matchmaking services to meet men, we recommend that you place the ad and let men respond to you. Why? It goes back to the basic premise of the rules. Man pursues woman. He must search through a sea of print ads, voicemails, or video images and pick yours out. He has to like your hair color, your distinctive voice, the way you wrote your ad, and your height and profession, and so on. Remember, he's the hunter. Every man has a type, a voice, or a look he likes. There has to be a spark for him that attracts him to you, something that makes him find you unexplainably special. We can also say inexplicably special. But it's better to say unexplainably because it's easier. We have found that responding to a man's ad doesn't seem to work as well. Answering his ad, liking his type, or liking his voice or looks, or what he does for a living, puts you in the unwanted position of being the pursuer. In addition, he'll know you're interested in him or his type, and the challenge will be over. Of course, even if he picks you out and likes you, there's no guarantee that you'll like him. But this would also be true at a bar or a party. You wouldn't go up to the guy who's, quote, your type, but you would wait for a man to approach you. The same pretty much applies to dating services and ads, although it's not quite as black and white. You just need to keep going on dates until a man who responds to your ad is someone who appeals to you. Someone who appeals to you. Hopefully, you are getting lots of responses from men. See tips below for placing an ad that draws the most letters and have many choices. Having many men to choose from is always good. The more dates you have, the more practice you will get, and you will be less inclined to get hung up on any particular man. What should your ad say? To get the most and best responses, your ad should be short, light, flirtatious, and focused on your physical attributes, not your feelings. Any man responding to your ad wants to know, first and foremost, what you look like. If you are placing a print or voicemail ad, you must give him a mental picture of you. You may find it difficult to describe your appearance. If so, one method we've found to be effective is to say which model or actress or well known personality you resemble. Don't lie, but don't be modest either. Hasn't anyone ever told you you look like someone famous? If you're tall, blonde, and slim, try to think of a well known model with those attributes. If you are short, with dark hair and big eyes, perhaps there's a movie star or TV sitcom character you resemble. Ask your friends to help you come up with someone who you could honestly say you look like. Put it in your ad. Men love this stuff. I've been told about two people, well, three if you count the guy at the ice skating rink who thought I was somebody else or thought somebody else was me. Um, but I have been told that I remind somebody of Barbara Walters, who was the news anchor of, I think, in CBS or ABC, something like that. And also, there are lots of people who have said that I look like a certain um, actress that comes from Taiwan. And in fact, I am from Taiwan myself. But, you know, genetically speaking, I probably look like someone Asian. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Back to the book. The book is All the Rules, Time-Tested Secrets for Capturing the Heart of Mr. Right. The reason it says all the rules is that it came with rules too. These are thicker books. Rules, all the rules is this thick. And the original rules was this thin. So then they came up with this and then put these together, and now it's all the rules. So limit your ad, see the authors, to about 4 lines and stick to the facts: age, height, profession, hobbies. Don't say you're looking for true love or romance. He should think you're just dating. Here is a good voicemail ad. I'm 28 years old, 5 feet 7 inches with long brown straight hair and green eyes. People tell me I look like model movie star. Insert model movie star. I'm a dental hygienist. I like tennis and swimming. Well, that's me. And giggle. Have a great day. Well, that's me. Have a great day. Here's an ad you would not want to use, even if this is exactly how you feel. Quote, at the end of my rope, it's really hard to meet men, so I decided to try this. I'm 35, a financial analyst looking for someone to spend the rest of my life with. I'm not into playing games, end quote. That is not a good ad. Aside from the fact that a man seeing or hearing this has no idea what she looks like, the ad is much too serious, too revealing, and quite depressing. When you receive responses, call the men you are interested in meeting when you think they will not be home and leave your name and phone number on their answering machine. Of course, if he answers, only stay on the phone for 10 minutes. We used to use answering machines because cell phones were not popular yet, and so not everybody had a cell phone. We all had landlines, and usually the landline would ring and ring and ring until somebody would buy a machine and attach it. And when, oh, good morning, Gina Putoff, I see you. I finally see a name. How are you? I am reading from All the Rules, Time-Tested Secrets for Capturing the Heart of Mr. Right. And in a minute, we'll do a refresher for married women, too. So, assuming you get his answering machine and he calls you back, still don't stay on the phone for more than 10 minutes. Hopefully, he will set up a date to meet you within that period of time. If not, hang up after 10 minutes anyway. Staying on the phone longer to give him more time to ask you out is not the rules. Don't become best friends on the phone. We know women who stayed on the phone for hours getting to know men who answered their ads. These men never even asked to meet them, or they made tentative plans and didn't follow through. They proved to be complicated or unreliable. In cases where a relationship did start, it usually fizzled within a few months. There was no mystery, no buildup. It was simply too much too soon. This won't happen if you're getting off the phone in 10 minutes. Get to know him on dates. Get to know him on dates. Date questions are date questions. Phone questions, you say, I, and then no answer. So, if you don't have many blind dates and you haven't connected recently with any men at singles events, work, or the gym, you should most definitely try personal ads and dating services. The men who respond to ads and sign up with services are usually serious about meeting someone and often marriage minded. Otherwise, why would they spend the time or money? In fact, we know several women who met and married men through ads and dating services. In conclusion, our advice is to try everything until you meet Mr. Right. Remember, placing an ad or joining a dating service does not mean you should stop going to parties, bars, resorts, singles weekends, or take up a social sport like tennis. The bottom line is never give up and never stop trying. Okay, now we're going to chapter 20, which is a rules refresher for married women. It's not very long. Oh, yes, it is. I looked at it and I said, this would be good. And it's long. A rules refresher for married women. If you're married, do you need to do the rules? Married women who recently discovered the rules often ask us this question. Although we touched upon this issue in rule number 26, even if you're engaged or married, you still need to do the rules. In our first book, there has been a demand for more advice. In this chapter, we delve into the subject more deeply and offer tips for both rules and non rules relationships. If you did the rules when you were dating your husband, you don't have to consciously play hard to get anymore. Your husband is naturally crazy about you. Because you did not see him all the time or talk to him for hours on the phone, he does not take you for granted and he is not bored with you. He still finds you interesting and exciting even years later. He sees you as the prom queen and considers himself lucky to have won your affections, and that feeling never goes away. You have a wonderful sense of security. Rule's husbands are very involved. They're always calling, they initiate romance, and buy flowers or romantic gifts for your birthday, anniversary, and Valentine's Day. And they remember all three without your help. Rule's husbands like to do just about everything as a couple or a family. They take marriage very seriously. They don't complain about marriage or make jokes about you, calling you the old ball and chain, the way some of their unhappy friends do. Because you did the rules, the way things are in the beginning can last forever. All the more reason to do the rules strictly from the moment Mr. Right comes into your life. In a rules marriage, any work you have to do is on yourself. Being happy or easy to be with, pursuing your career and interests, staying fit, not figuring out how to get your husband's attention. Okay, hold on one second. Sorry. Okay. What if you were in a non rules marriage and would like to improve your relationship? Excuse me. Oh, gosh. A tickle in my throat. Trying to get it out. Thank you. There are two kinds of non-rules marriages. One, he pursued you, but you broke rules, i.e., saw him all the time, stayed on the phone for hours, or were too needy. Number two, you pursued him, called him, asked him out, initiated trips, and so on. The first situation is simple to remedy. Since he pursued you, if you start to do the rules, if you start doing the rules now, he'll be he'll be drawn to you all over again. Some suggestions. Don't ask him constantly if he loves you. Don't remind him incessantly that it's Valentine's Day or demand flowers. Don't suggest having talks. Don't call him at the work so often. Get off the phone first when he calls. Dress sexier. Get involved in your own life and work on being less needy and more independent. Don't worry that it might feel strange to suddenly behave differently with him after a number of years. Just do the rules. Men don't necessarily question. Men don't necessarily care or question why a woman is busy taking care of herself and is more positive. They just appreciate the difference and want her more. This is All the Rules by Ellen Fein and Sherrie Schneider. I'm not wise on my own, so I read to you what these wise people have to say through their life experiences. And morsels of a thought is so that we know the right things to do. So when we do them, we are creating virtue and this world becomes more virtuous. And I want to impart all this. Okay. But if you initiated the relationship with your husband and now find yourself unhappy because you wish he paid more attention to you, it may not be so easy. Start doing the rules first and foremost for yourself and your self esteem. If you initiated sex, romance, weekend plans, or vacations when you were dating your husband and continue to in your marriage, then just stop being the pursuer, the planner, and the one who makes all romantic overtures. Do this for a week, 2 weeks, or even a month and see what happens. By doing the rules, leaving your husband alone, he'll appreciate the space and you'll be clearer about how he really feels about you. He may miss your attention and start pursuing you or not miss it at all. By doing the rules, you'll find out. You will let nature take its course. Below are 16 suggestions, which, in addition to rule number 26, will improve your marriage. Number one, start with your looks. If your husband is not paying attention to you, is it in any way warranted? Take a good look at yourself. Have you gained a lot of weight? Is the treadmill in your bedroom being used just to hang clothes? When was the last time you had a manicure or new hairstyle? Do you need some new, stylish, sexy clothes? We're going to continue on this if we don't finish. Instead of demanding that your husband pay more attention to you or wishing his pretty secretary, who's only thin because she's never had kids, excuse me, oh my God, I need to blow my nose, but I'm not gonna. Because she's never had kids, would quit or get fired, start on a self improvement plan today. Don't tell yourself all this is superficial or that you have more important things to do. Appearance counts, and there's no reason why your husband shouldn't find you hot and sexy. Pretend you're dating him all over again. Starting this minute, go on a diet if you need to, exercise, grow your hair longer, get a makeover, and treat yourself to a manicure and pedicure. Looks aren't everything, but try not to scrimp on them or on your clothes. It never hurts to look the best you can. You will feel good and he will like it. Number two, I know we're not going to finish all 16 today, but we will do it on Thursday. Number two, use your mind. Some women complain that their husbands aren't interested in them when the truth is they're doing little or nothing to make their own lives meaningful. They're doing little or nothing to make their own lives meaningful. Just as we told single women to, quote, fill up before the date, end quote, in the rules, we encourage married women to get involved in something outside of their relationship with their husbands. It could be their work, their friends, volunteer work for a charity, furthering their education, taking up a hobby or sport, or simply reading the newspaper or a book. Excuse me. There is okay. Number three, don't analyze and reanalyze your relationship or force him to talk about it. It's no secret that women like to talk about their feelings and the quote relationship end quote more than men do. If you feel the need to have a heart to heart talk with your husband, but suspect that he's not interested at that very moment, a good rules credo is to wait. Talk to a friend instead. It's rarely a good conversation when he's not in the mood. Don't analyze why he doesn't want to talk. If you are relaxed and confident about your relationship, he'll be much more likely to want to discuss it with you. Besides, unless the talk is absolutely necessary, sometimes the best way to get your husband's attention is to look extra good and be pleasant and enthusiastic with him about your life as it currently is. Number 4, leave him alone. If your husband wants to watch a football game or sit in his lazy boy with the newspaper, try not to disturb him. Men like to go inward at times, and these are the worst times to try to get him to do something together. Accept that he's in his own world and get busy in yours. If you interrupt him, he will feel annoyed and you might feel rejected and unloved. It's better to get involved in something of your own. He will seek you out when he's done with whatever he was doing. A marriage works better when husband pursues wife. Number 5, don't be a nag. I think we'll probably end on this one at the moment. Pause on number 5. Don't be a nag. Don't constantly complain about the lack of money, the size of your house, what needs to be done in the house, or tell him what your friends have and what you don't have. Hopefully, you married for love, not other reasons. Remember that and don't let your relationship become adversarial. Instead of trying to make your husband feel inadequate, focus on the positive. Tell him how happy you are with him, your life, and your marriage. Married women often complain that their husbands don't help around the house enough or don't really listen. Sometimes their gripes are valid, but nagging isn't the answer. If you constantly harp on his faults, he will simply learn to tune you out. All you can do is ask him once and nicely to make an effort to do this or that, but accept that he may or may not change. Remember, don't expect him to change to make you happy. Work on accepting him as he is and focus on making yourself the best you can be. Okay, so I'm going to read the tops of each one and we'll be reading them in depth later. Number 6 is let him initiate romance. Number 7 is don't be jealous. Number 8 is take the high road with friends and family. Number 9 is try to compromise. Number 10 is be quick to say you're sorry, preferably first. Number 11 is be neat. Number 12 is be independent. Number 13 is have time out together. Number 14 is lock the bedroom door. And number 15 is say things nicely. And number 16 is don't have exaggerated expectations. Now, this is a real refresher for married women. This is chapter 20. And I wanted to read the ads and the refresher for married women because it basically says, where are you right now? Are you here? Let's look at where you are and then deal with it that way. So I have to say, only through other people's wisdom and their life experience, what morsels of a thought I want to take in for myself. I want to educate myself on the right things to do that have worked for somebody else. And doing it is called virtue. So we'll talk to you later. Have a great day. I want to inspire you and I want to hope that I imparted some kind of wisdom to you. Okay, old Kinderhook.